Inside this watermelon factory, fresh fruit becomes juice, cubes, and frozen popsicles.
The process begins with whole watermelons that must be cleaned, sorted, and processed quickly.
One harvest can feed several production lines inside the same factory. Inside every watermelon, the factory must separate flesh, rind, seeds, and juice. The final products look simple, but every step requires control. This is a realistic step-by-step look at how watermelons move through production. Every step must protect freshness, reduce waste, and keep the line moving. Now let's follow the full process from fresh watermelon to finished products. The journey begins in watermelon fields, where maturity determines factory quality.
Factories need fruit with the right size, sweetness, firmness, and color. Harvesters check each melon before it leaves the field.
Gentle handling reduces cracks and protects the red flesh inside.
Early sorting removes broken, overripe, or badly bruised fruit.
The fruit is staged in bins before transport to the processing plant. Transport must protect the fruit from heat, pressure, and impact.
From the field, the watermelons begin their industrial journey.
Even during transport, fruit condition affects juice yield and product quality. At the factory, the receiving team prepares for fast unloading. At receiving, every batch is unloaded, weighed, and inspected. Weighing helps the factory estimate yield and production volume. Damaged fruit is removed before it reaches the main line. Sample cutting shows whether the batch is suitable for juice and fresh-cut products. Proved fruit moves carefully from bins onto the first conveyor. Rejected fruit leaves the main line before washing begins.
A real fruit factory is wet, busy, and constantly cleaned.
This first area controls the quality and rhythm of the whole factory. Before cutting, the thick outer skin must be washed thoroughly. Only after receiving checks can the fruit enter production. Washing removes soil, dust, and field residue from the rind. The rind must be cleaned before the fruit is opened. Draining reduces surface water before inspection and cutting.
After washing, defects are easier to see and remove. Optical sorting can help classify fruit by size and visible condition.
Different sizes may require different cutting setups. Tool preparation matters because the cutting area handles exposed fruit. The washing section prepares the watermelons for safe cutting.
The next stage opens the fruit and exposes the bright red flesh.
The fruit must be held firmly before slicing.
Cutting reveals the color and condition that the outside cannot show.
Interior inspection decides which fruit becomes juice, cubes, or popsicles. Rind removal separates the edible red flesh from the outer shell. The rind leaves the main product stream before juice extraction or cube cutting. Red flesh must be inspected before product separation. The factory separates fruit by texture and final product use. Trimming creates pieces that machines can handle consistently. Continuous cleaning keeps the cutting area safe and organized.
This area converts whole watermelons into usable red fruit material.
After cutting, the factory is ready to produce juice, cubes, and popsicles. The juice line begins with soft red flesh entering the extractor.
The machine breaks the fruit while removing rough solids.
Fresh watermelon juice moves into closed tanks for controlled processing.
Seeds and coarse pulp are separated from the drinkable juice stream. Juice quality is checked for color, aroma, sweetness, and texture.
Filtration helps control texture and remove remaining particles. Real juice lines need constant attention because pulp can block screens. Gentle mixing keeps the juice consistent before heat treatment.
Juice extraction turns selected red flesh into the first finished product base.
The extracted juice is filtered before pasteurization. Fine filtration makes the juice smoother and easier to bottle. The difference is visible in clarity, texture, and suspended pulp. Pasteurization helps improve safety and product stability. Operators control temperature, flow rate, and holding time. After heating, the juice is cooled before filling.
The buffer tank keeps the juice ready for continuous bottling.
Sampling confirms the juice is ready for the bottle filler.
This stage prepares the red juice for safe packaging.
Clean bottles are prepared before watermelon juice filling begins. Each bottle receives a precise amount of bright red juice.
Capping protects the juice immediately after filling. Inspection checks fill height, cap position, and bottle appearance.
Workers still monitor details that automatic systems can miss.
Finished juice bottles are grouped for storage and distribution.
Weight checks protect consistency across the bottling run. The bottling line turns extracted watermelon juice into a finished beverage.
The second product line makes fresh-cut watermelon cubes. Uniform cubes improve appearance, packing, and portion control. Workers remove uneven pieces before the cubes reach packaging.
A gentle rinse and drain helps prepare fresh-cut fruit for packing.
Portioning places a consistent amount of watermelon into each tray.
Sealing protects the cubes from contamination and moisture loss.
Fresh-cut watermelon must move quickly into cold storage.
Visual checks confirm that each tray looks fresh and consistent. Approved trays are packed for cold chain distribution. The cube line converts firm watermelon flesh into a ready-to-eat product. The third product line turns watermelon base into frozen popsicles.
Mixing creates a uniform base before molding and freezing. Samples are checked before the base enters the molding line.
The filling line portions the red base into molds.
Stick insertion must stay aligned before freezing begins. Freezing turns the liquid base into a stable frozen product. Demolding releases the frozen popsicles without breaking them. Broken or misshaped popsicles are removed before wrapping. Wrapping protects the frozen product during storage and transport.
Finished popsicles are packed quickly to maintain temperature.
Frozen line turns watermelon juice into a simple cold dessert.
Quality inspection checks each watermelon product in a different way.
Juice samples are checked for color, sweetness, clarity, and texture.
Fresh-cut trays must look fresh and stay properly sealed.
Frozen products are inspected for shape, texture, and temperature. Weight control protects consistency across all packaging lines.
Batch records help trace products after they leave the factory.
Rejected samples show why practical inspection matters.
Only approved products continue to final packing and cold storage.
Quality control connects the entire watermelon factory. Final packaging prepares every watermelon product for storage and shipping.
Juice bottles are packed for beverage distribution.
Fresh-cut trays require cold handling to protect texture and safety. Frozen products must remain cold from packing to shipment.
Palletizing turns many small packages into organized shipping units.
Wrapped pallets stay stable during warehouse movement and transport.
Warehouse tracking helps the factory locate each batch quickly.
Different products need different storage temperatures.
Cold chain handling protects the finished watermelon products.
Distribution sends each product through the right temperature-controlled route.
Watermelon juice moves through beverage distribution channels. Fresh-cut cubes need fast cold delivery to protect freshness. Frozen popsicles require a deeper frozen supply chain.
From one harvest, the factory sends several products to market.
One product reaches customers as bottled watermelon juice.
Another reaches shelves as ready-to-eat fresh fruit.
Third reaches customers as a frozen watermelon treat.
The same fruit becomes several products because the factory separates each stream carefully.
The final display shows how far one watermelon can travel.
The juice line depends on extraction, filtration, pasteurization, and filling. Cube line depends on clean cutting, portioning, sealing, and chilling.
The frozen line depends on mixing, molding, freezing, and wrapping.
Every final product starts with separating red flesh from rind and seeds.
A realistic factory is not only production, it is also cleaning and control. A well-designed factory keeps each product stream separate and organized. Testing and inspection make the process reliable from batch to batch.
The value comes from practical processing, not from magical transformation.
This is how a real fruit factory connects farm harvest with finished products.
The finished goods look very different from the fruit that arrived earlier.
Small details in the fruit determine whether it becomes juice, cubes, or frozen treats.
Beverage product is judged by color, clarity, and fill accuracy. Fresh-cut products depend on short time, low temperature, and clean handling. Frozen products depend on stable temperature from factory to store. The full process shows how watermelons become several useful products. Fresh watermelons become juice, cubes, and popsicles through real factory steps. A better factory video shows production, cleaning, testing, and control. From a fresh fruit harvest, the factory creates beverages, snacks, and frozen treats. Each new batch begins with clean equipment and organized work areas. Different products require different tests, but the same attention to detail.
Even byproducts must be managed safely and efficiently.
From one fruit, the factory creates products for different customers and storage needs.
Cold chain logistics protect freshness after processing is complete.
The journey from field to shelf depends on timing, hygiene, and factory discipline.
Every shipment carries the work of harvesting, processing, packing, and inspection.
This is how whole watermelons become red juice, fresh cubes, and frozen popsicles. Thank you for watching Mega Processing Tech. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment what factory we should explore next.